Kate. Today is July 19th. What is happening? I hear TikTok is eating Google's lunch. Tell me about this.
That is right. Paul, so the youth is turning to apps like Instagram and TikTok for discovery purposes. So finding a cool new restaurant or shops instead of Google search or maps. And this is cutting into Google's core business of search and discovery time. So the younger users may eventually launch some sort of map for navigation purposes, but they don't necessarily start their journey on Google anymore. So all the work that Google's done to organize and curate and recommend various businesses, so local shops, small businesses, could be lost on the younger internet users.
Wow, I guess TikTok really is taking over on all sides. So as long as it stays out of the hands of the FCC, we should be happy with that, right?
Correct.
Cool.
All right, so Paul, we've reported on the Netflix ad subscription, and it sounds like we know a little bit more about what's next.
We do. So it seems like Microsoft has been chosen to be the partner for Netflix on this. Now, Microsoft seems a little bit smaller or less well known than Google, but Bing is thriving. Bing is actually the most successful market on consoles, and Netflix has decided to partner with Microsoft in order to support their ad platform. So we've talked about ads showing up on Netflix. Well, the driver and the force beneath this is going to be Microsoft Bing. And, they've got a lot of success across consoles and in different formats, and it looks like they're going to take it to the next level with Netflix.
Okay, interesting. I still have unsubscribed, you guys. It's a no for me. So Paul, I've heard that you are a Hurdle fan. What is Hurdle and what do they have to do with Spotify?
I love Hurdle. Hurdle is one of these Wordle clones that have popped up. So Hurdle is, following in the footsteps of Wordle, it's been acquired by Spotify. So let me tell you a little bit more about Hurdle and let you know why it makes sense for Spotify to buy it. So Hurdle is a daily challenge. Every day they'll choose a different song. They'll play you a snippet from the song and see if you can guess it. So you'll hear the first, 1 or 2 seconds of a song. If you get it in the first try, you get it. You do a better job, but otherwise it'll release like little bit snippets more up until like your 5th or 6th try, which will be 30 seconds into the song. So Spotify have obviously seen New York Times and the success they have in bringing users to New York Times since their $1 million acquisition of Wordle. Well, now they're trying to do the same thing, I guess, with Hurdle. So we'll be playing Hurdle from now on. You might notice if you're playing already, it says Spotify.com at the top. And Spotify must be thinking that this is another great way to acquire users. We don't know how much they paid for it, but it's happened. And, I don't know, you'll probably enjoy playing this as well, Kate. If you do play today's game, I'll give you a hint, which I shouldn't do, but there's a hint behind me as to what the song might be. You can figure it out from here. So go to search for Hurdle and give it a shot.
Cool. I'm trying to zoom in, Paul, in the background and see.
No spoilers,
That's really
Cool. By the time this video comes out, it'll be a different song, so we're all good. Well, Kate,
awesome.
The stat of the week. What is the stat of the week?
Yes, so our stat of the week is 100,000 sales. So Amazon Prime Day was last week, and they saw 100,000 sales per minute. The sales were over $12 billion, which is crazy.
Wow. My money don't jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle.
I certainly contributed. So all of this is significant because of this scale without any downtime. So in previous years, an event at this scale would crash most servers. And Paul, Amazon uses the same server stack as 3 Advance.
They do. So we switched over to AWS, I think, almost maybe 4 years ago at this point. But we are all about serverless technologies. And this is like using Lambdas, DynamoDB, and all of the as a service tech that's available through AWS. And this really means that it's true cloud computing. So not just to scale infinitely to huge numbers of users, but also to be able to handle these spikes like's happening right now, or what happened last week with Amazon Prime Day. So it's really cool to see the same tech that we use being employed to handle like the biggest shopping events that we can think of. But yeah, we are all about serverless. And the really cool thing about serverless is even for our startup clients that are starting and kicking off with next to no customers at all, no users, it's basically free, and then it scales up per user with the growth of a company. So only paying a lot of high costs whenever you hit scale. And as I say, with these spikes, it's not like you're paying for all these servers that for the uptime that they don't even need. It just grows incrementally, organically as needed with demand. So it's really, really cool. And so we're excited to see this, some of the tech that we use, been using a massive scale and enjoying the fact that, it's successful and it works. And so does it works just the same for our clients, which is really cool.
Totally. Yeah, that's super, super cool. So Paul, what is this about Bill Murray and Coinbase?
Cool. So yeah, Coinbase has been kind of made fun of over the last few weeks and months because they invested so much on their NFT platform. An NFT platform to rival OpenSea or some of the other platforms that are set up. Last week, there was a Bill Murray drop on the platform, which got a lot of attention. Really cool, really funny. But it just shows that they are investing in celebrities and personalities to bring their NFT platform to life. I think it is jumping to conclusions to think that Coinbase is not going to be successful or not going to have a big impact with their NFT platform. It certainly will, and I think there will be others that pop up. OpenSea, meanwhile, laid off a lot of employees over the last month or so. That was related to the crypto winter, but also, the reflection of the fact that, there are other NFT platforms setting up, and they will not be the only one to have the huge success that they have to date. So yeah, Coinbase NFT platform is up and running, and they are now housing some of the most fun, interesting NFT concepts.
Cool. Okay. I'll take a look.
All right.
All right, Paul. So what's happening at 3 Advanced this week?
So meanwhile at 3 Advanced is actually meanwhile at 3 Adventures. 3 Adventures is a sister company of 3 Advanced where we invest in startups and companies, both sometimes that we work with or external companies that we have an interest in. Now, last year we became members of Adventure Fund, which is a $2 million fund that invests in startups from Silicon Valley across the country, startups that really excite us as creators and founders, that we see real value in what they're providing. So far through Adventure Fund, we've invested in MicroAcquire, Beehive that we use to send out our emails for this newsletter, and like a handful of other companies, and we're continuing to invest. We've also got an investment in SpaceX, which you may be familiar with, a tiny little company called SpaceX, which is a lot of fun. But we're also planning in the coming months to invest in some of our own clients. We have some pending paperwork in order and some really exciting things there. But 3 Adventures is growing. It was really cool to see the team from Adventure Fund last week, and 3 Adventures being part of this, both investments through Adventure Fund and some of our own investments that are coming to life. It's really exciting that not only is 3 Advanced building and creating platforms and apps, but we're also putting our money where our mouth is into some of these startups and hoping that they will become the successes that we really believe. So it's exciting, it's all happening, and I think if there's anyone out there that wants to talk about, whether it's app building or product startups or investing, they should definitely hit us up and we can have a chat about that for sure.
For sure. It's all happening. I love that.
Excellent. Well, thanks a lot, Kate. It's been another great episode. We'll keep in touch, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Paul. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.